Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. We are reading from chapter 6, the Yoga of Meditation, and we are reading Lord Krishna's answer to Arjuna. What happens if I fail on the path of yoga? Not only did I not achieve the worldly goals that so many people are chasing, I also did not achieve yoga. So I'm neither here nor there. And who knows what will happen to me in the afterlife? I'm very concerned. Lord Krishna first calms Arjuna and tells him, you will not come to any grief. No person who does good will come to any grief. But then Lord Krishna gives the details. And we said that in verse 41, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna that such a person who fell from yoga, who did not achieve the goal, will be born in the world of the righteous, so he will enjoy a very, very good afterlife. And after his time there is exhausted, he will be reborn, but not in an inferior birth. He will be born in the house of the pure and the wealthy. But this is not the only option. So let's see what the next option is. Verses 42 and 43. Or he is born in a family of even the wise yogis. Verily, a birth like this is very difficult to obtain in this world. 43. There he comes in touch with the knowledge acquired in his former body and strives more than before for perfection, O Arjuna. Very, very beautiful. When we're seeing things from the yogic perspective, a birth in the house of the pure and the wealthy is good, but there is something even better. And this is a birth in the family of the wise yogis. Mind you, the wise yogis might often not be wealthy. And still, it's a better birth. Why? Because the goal of life is to attain to yoga, to reach the supreme. And by being born in the house of yogis, the most precious thing is given. And this thing is coming in contact with prior knowledge. Now remember, Arjuna had this doubt. I will leave my body, and as we know, when we are reborn, we do not remember our past lives. And Lord Krishna validated this to Arjuna in chapter 4. You do not remember your past birth. So all this effort that we did, it looks like it will go to waste because we need to start from the beginning again. But here, it's not the case. Swami Shivananda tells us, a birth in a family of wise yogis is more difficult to obtain than the one mentioned in the preceding verse. So, a birth in the house of the wise yogis is considered superior to a birth in the house of the pure and the wealthy. Why? This is the commentary to verse 43. Because in such house, when he takes a human body again in this world, his previous exertions and practice in the path of yoga are not wasted. They bear full fruit now and hasten his moral and spiritual evolution. So the knowledge will be given back. The samskars of past birth are revivified and re-energized in the next birth. The samskars of yogic practices and meditation and the yogic tendencies will compel the spiritual aspirant to strive with greater vigor than with which he attempted in the former birth. He will endeavor more strenuously to get more spiritual experiences and to attain to higher planes of realization than those acquired in his previous birth. meaning this birth is so valuable and so supreme, because in a birth like this, you do not start from zero. You do not start all over again. By virtue of such birth, being born in the house of the wise yogis, your past life yogic memories will come to life again. What you will remember is what you knew, and that you need to work even more seriously, focus more, dedicate more, this time to achieve. So with this reinforcement, yes, I need to reach this goal. I remember, all this knowledge comes to my mind. I realize how important it is. And I want to realize, and remembering all this person will have all the tools that are needed in order to succeed. So basically, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, even if you do not succeed in this life, either you will have a very, very good rebirth after you spend time in heaven. So don't worry about not reaching it through the karma kanda, you're safe anyway. Or even better, if you really, really, really want this yoga, you will be born in the house of the wise yogis. And there, you will not start all over again. You will have a very, very big head start, so that this time you can reach. So it's not all or nothing. It's not all gone. And you are not left in between. You have very, very, very good and promising future either way. So this is the reassurance Lord Krishna is giving us, and he will conclude this teaching in the next verse, which we will be reading in the next teaching. So please join us. Om Shanti.